Iain Begg, a professor at the European Institute, joins me now live in the studio. Thank you very much for joining us here, Iain. So, Mr. Johnson said that with energy and creativity, we can find a way forward. And so how creative can you get about the Irish backstop?
Well, with the Irish backstop, you have to get over a fundamental problem, which is three things have to be done simultaneously. Britain leaving the customs union, which is what Mr. Johnson wants, not having a border in Ireland, which is consistent with the Good Friday Agreement, and not having a border in the Irish Sea, which placates the Ulster Unionists who believe that Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom. The trouble is, all three cannot simultaneously be done. And that's where it becomes difficult, because you have to think of a creative solution which manages to get the third of the three realised by some kind of backdoor arrangement, such as trusting in the others. You trust the Brits to collect the customs revenue that should come into the European Union, or you trust them to stop potential smuggling, which is a concern that the EU side has. Something creative along those lines is the only way really you're going to resolve this.
So, looking at the chances of that, which are very slim, so do you think that both sides are trying to avoid the blame here?
Very much so, because the whole stance of Angela Merkel yesterday and Emmanuel Macron today has been to say, yes, it's a political problem. We are opening the door by saying we give you 30 days to find a new way of dealing with this. And if that fails, it's your fault, Boris. And he's going to come back to British public opinion and say, well, I tried, I put all these fancy new ideas on the table, they wouldn't have it, so it's their fault. Somebody is trying to allocate blame and avoid blame.
So, since the chances are very slim in the next 30 days, and what if the UK crashes out on October deadline? What does the future hold, in your perspective?
Well, it will cost both sides, and that's why there's a strong incentive to both sides to deal with it. The cost may even be slightly bigger for the EU side than for the UK side, but it's spread over a much larger population. The per capita cost for each British citizen is likely to be as much as 5 times as great as it is for the EU citizens in economic terms. And then there are all the political consequences. What does it do to the integrity of the United Kingdom? That could be one problem. Because if we crash out with no deal, there will have to be a border in Northern Ireland, something that the whole backstop was designed to avoid. And this is where the tensions are going to be very severe in working out exactly where does not just the blame fall, but the direct consequences, both political and economic.
Well, we have to wrap it up here, but thank you very much for that insight, Iain Begg.